going on, everybody? Trev2323 here. I'm here because I've been having something on my mind. Chicago passed the CCW law, and I do reviews on this, that, and the other normally, or tilapia stuff, but I got questions on the conceal and carry. I don't have my permit. I am putting in for my permit to have my permit, although for a long time I was feeling that, you know what, only the law enforcement should have guns. I was like, if everybody has a gun, it's past the day and age where people respect people with guns. Here in Chicago, you hear about shootings every day. Somebody shooting somebody else. So I have questions on the concealed carry law, because if I'm carrying my gun, when can I use it and it not be something against me? You know, one thing that worries me is when people get the drop on you. If you have your gun tucked away here, or your gun in your holster where it should be with your jacket on, I'm bringing this up because somebody, I guess, quote unquote, got the drop on me. I was in my work vehicle, sitting there. My door was unlocked and it was turned off. Somebody pulled up to my work vehicle, two guys. By the time the passenger jumped out of his car, opened my car door, and was in front of me like this, I didn't see a gun. I don't know if I had a gun. That's the main thing. He had his hand in his pants and he had a jacket, so I couldn't see if he had a gun or not. Did whatever he had to do. I had no reaction time where if I had a gun in my holster, if I had a gun right here, by the time he was out of his vehicle, inside of my work vehicle, I had no reaction time to be able to grab a gun or whatever. I know somebody at the train station that was at the train station waiting there. Two people came in to buy train tickets, and when they were waiting there, they turned around and swung on the guy, and no reaction time to pull this or to do this, and therefore, at that moment, not only would you have been robbed of your phone and wallet, you would have been robbed of your gun also for having. So I don't believe CCW is kind of the answer to everything, unless you physically have your gun in your pocket with your finger on the trigger pointing at somebody. Because I mean, the criminals here are too brazen. You know, I wrote some questions down about the CCW. So, for instance, if that is a thing that you're standing at the bus stop and two people come up to mug you, possibly they may just have a knife, possibly they may just be strong-arming you. If you pull out your gun and they attack you, can you shoot them? And will it be something against you? Will you be arrested because they did not have a gun pointed at you, or they did not have a knife? They were just strong-arming you. Can you be arrested for that? If somebody gets the drop on you and they punch you, whatever, they have their gun at you, and they take your phone, they take your wallet, and they're running away, can you then shoot them in the leg? Can you shoot them in the leg, or do you just let them go and run off with all your stuff? And, you know, if you can you shoot them or stop them to try to get your stuff back? You know, that's another question. My other thing was that I just mentioned that if they only have a knife, if somebody only has a knife, can you shoot them? Will the police officer say, well, hey, they didn't have a gun pointing at you and you shot them, so you're the one responsible. You know, if they come up and they, what's it called, the knockout game, hit you with the knockout game and you shoot them, will you be in trouble for that because they got the knockout game on you? One other thing that bothered me with the CCW license was in this other state. What the other state is where the guy was holding the people at the dollar store, Family Dollar, was holding them at gunpoint, robbing them with a previous record, and then somebody with a CCW license shot him, and then the family came out wondering why this guy with the CCW license wasn't arrested for shooting their family member that was robbing the store. That was one instance that it worked out okay, because the good people, the people that are living by today's society's laws, prevailed. But recently in Chicago, there was the officer, the Cook County Sheriff, I believe he was, that almost attempted to do the same thing, to come into the parking lot, and his daughter or his daughter's boyfriend was being robbed at gunpoint. Identified himself as an officer. When they turned the pistol on him, by the time he grabbed his pistol, they shot him and killed him already. You know, so with the CCW, it's like you could have the gun, but what worries me is there's so many things on what you can or can't get in trouble for, and what is considered self-defense. You know, with the movie theater, a lot of people say with the shootings in the movie theaters, if I was in that movie theater, I would have stopped him because I would have shot the guy with the gun, this, that, and the other. And that sounds good, that, you know what, if he's there with and you shoot him, But what if you accidentally shoot somebody's kid Or what if you accidentally shoot somebody's spouse? You know, you're going to be held liable probably. I mean, will you be held liable? Will you not? You know, you may have shot somebody, innocent people, but finally got the killer. But at what point are you liable for it? In Chicago right now, it's already like the OK Corral. Like I said, on the weekends, you're having 5 or 6 shootings a day right now. So more guns, it's kind of, I'm still on the cusp of more guns because there's so many more guns out there now, and it's like the OK Corral already. I think there should be stricter laws for the people that ain't registered, but Chicago's prisons are overcrowded, so where are you going to put everybody? One of the big things that I was with the Second Amendment, people say, what's my Second Amendment to carry the gun? Is my Second Amendment the right to bear arms? You have to realize when the Second Amendment was created, there wasn't crack on the streets and there wasn't meth addicts on the streets willing to do anything for money and not carrying of any repercussion. You know, it was a whole different times. You know, if there were crack and all that on the street, it might be different. And now you could get your CCW law, I mean your CCW license or whatever to carry your gun, and then turn into a meth addict. So you still are licensed now to carry a gun as a drug addict to rob people. I did the movie theater shootings. I mean, these are just questions that I have. I'm not trying to start a whole city thing that this city's bad, move out of there, do that. I'm not starting to start a whole racist thing. Well, look who's doing it. I just have questions that if you do have your CCW license, when can you use it and when can it not be held accountable for you? That, I mean, not held accountable, but justified to use it. When can you be justified to use your weapon to protect yourself if you do have it on the street? And like I said, reaction time. I mean, I just feel that there's going to be a lot of people with the guns that may be having their guns robbed from them. Either way, I know this is going to cause a big storm on Facebook. Just try to keep them professional if you can, please, for me. That's all I'm asking. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.